Hi everyone, welcome to another video of Formulae. Now, the last time we did Formulae, we were covering up some arithmetic things like sum, count, add, etc., or conditional based thing like sum if, count if, else, nested ifs, so on and so forth. But now I want to touch upon a completely different set of formulas, which are string based formulas. Now, if you do not know what are strings, strings are basically a set of alphabets and numbers combined. Okay, so it can be your name, it can be a roll number, it can be a combination of your name and roll number, etc. etc. Okay, and there are multiple formulas that are there even in this entire paradigm of string based formulas, and that's what we'll explore today. Since there are a lot of formulas, I'll be covering the most essential ones that I have used mostly in 99% of my use cases. But of course, you're free to explore like always. And we're using a simple data set right now. So this is the first name, last name, the email, and the city of particular set of people. Okay, just six people we're taking. Okay, first things first. First name and last name we have, and full name is blank. And it's pretty simple to do it, right? We just need to combine this and this. But will you every time go ahead and type everything one by one like this? Not really, right? We're smart people. What we'll do is we'll simply use the formula concat. Okay? And then we have to just select the values that we want to add together. In this case, we want to use the value in A2, comma, we want to use the value in B2. Okay, and that gives us John Doe. But there's a problem over here. John Doe does not have a space in the middle. A name should have a space between the first name and the last name. So for that, we have to add a middle parameter over here for the space. And again, use that as a second parameter. So A2 is John, then space, then B2 is Doe. And we hit enter. But oops, there's an error. Why is the error there? Because concat does not allow more than two parameters. Now we have three, A2 space and B2. But that's okay, we can use concatenate. That uses all the different parameters that we want. Now if we hit enter, it will work. And just like always, we bring it down till here and it does it for all the different things. But now we want to do reverse. Based on this, we want to, based on a single value, based on a single string, we want to split it into two parts. So imagine, let's not do it for name, let's do it for email. I want to split this email into two parts. One is the initial email name, that is john.doe or jane.smith. The second is the domain name, gmail.com, outlook.com, etc. So we use the formula split. Okay, we select the term and then we use the thing with which we want to split. In name, it is a space. Over here, it's the at the rate symbol, and then we hit enter over here. You can see John Doe is the first part, Gmail is the second part, and we can drag it over here, and the formula applies for all the different ones. Okay, pretty simple, right? Let's move on to some more things. So now let's think which is my favorite company. Okay, no surprises over there. It's Sharpener, right? Now I want to extract the first five characters of Sharpener. Okay, so what I use is a formula called left. Then I select the particular cell, and then I select the number of characters that I want to extract from the left. So the first five characters, and I get sharp. Okay. After that, I want to extract the last two characters. So this time I use right. So I select the cell and I select number of characters that I want to extract. So I get E. But now I want to extract some characters from the middle of the data. So from sharpener, I just want to extract this PEN. Okay. So I need to enter a formula called mid. Then I select which cell. I select the starting point, that is one, two, three, four, fifth character, and I select the number of characters. So pen is three characters. Okay, simple. It's the cell with which you want to play around, the starting point, that is the fifth character, and then the number of characters that are there, the third character, the three number of characters, and we get 10. Okay. I hope this was very simple, but if you keep on watching this video and trying to understand, it will not help you. Okay. I want you to go and play around with the data set. In the questions, I will use a completely different data set. Okay, so make sure you've actually followed and understood these concepts. All right. After that, let me take a very randomized set of alphabets. Let me take me a Doug. Okay. I know this is very random. And why? Because I want to convert all of these into uppercase now. Okay. I want to make all these into capital letters. So I select a thing called upper. And then I just select this particular cell. And all the characters are converted to uppercase. Similarly, lower, as you might guess, it converts all to lowercase. Now, what if I have a name? Like, let's say if I have a name John Doe, okay? But this is not the way to write a name, right? J should be in capital, D should be in capital. That's what we call a proper case. So, proper is the new formula that we learn. And we select this over here and we get proper case with J capital and D capital. Okay. After that, at times we have a, because as I told you, data cleanup is very crucial, right? In one of the older videos I had told you. And at times this data which has a lot of space in the starting. Okay. After that, we have some data. Okay. So for this, to remove this particular thing, we use a formula called trim. It removes the space characters. Now let's select this. It has removed all the characters from the starting. It does the same from the end. But does it also remove space in the middle? Let's find out. Does it remove the space in between John and Doe? No, it does not. Because it understands that spaces in the middle are mostly very crucial. But what if there is a lot of space in the middle? Well, that it does remove because it cannot understand any use case in which there will be a lot of spaces in the middle. So this is a very smart thing that Google Sheets does. It removes spaces from the starting of a set of characters, ending of a set of characters, and it removes multiple spaces in the middle of two words. It keeps one space and removes the extra garbage that is there. Alright, so trim is a very crucial thing when you are planning to have a lot of large set data. Right? After that, we want to play around with our initial data set. We want to find certain items over here. So, so to find different data sets, we use the formula called find. Right? Now, let's say within this New York, we want to find the position of Y. Okay. So we first select what do we want to find. Okay. Um, that is Y, and after that we select a particular cell where we want to search for it. If it enter, Y is in the fifth position, is it? NEW space and Y. So yes, space is included. So yes, because space is also just like any other character. It is, as far as Sheets is concerned, it is as good as your any other character that you have. Alright. So fifth. Now, what if I actually wanted to search for the entire YORK? It will still be fine because it tells us the starting point of the set of characters, the string that we're trying to search within New York. Okay, now tell me one thing. What if I change this Y from capital to small? Do you think it will be able to find out? Let's see. No, it's not able to find out. Why? Because this formula find is case sensitive. If you do not want a case sensitive finding or searching, then you use search. Right? Keep this in mind. Search is not case sensitive, find is case sensitive. Okay? If you're not sure what case sensitive means, it means that it is matching the uppercase and the lowercase character specifically. If something is uppercase, the other thing is lowercase, it will not match it even if they are exactly the same. Alright, so I hope this was very clear. Similarly, you'll find New York, yeah, you'll find Y is only in New York, it's not in Delhi. Okay, I hope this was simple. After that, at times you might want to substitute certain values. Let's say from New York, this is a typing mistake, it should actually be New Jersey. Okay, so I want to substitute New York over here. What do we want to substitute? We want to substitute the word York and we want to replace it with Jersey. Oops, I have to do it in quotes. Okay, you see. Now, since Delhi doesn't have York, it will not find it, it will not replace anything. But since New York has York, it replaced New York with New Jersey. Okay, I hope this was very simple. After that, the last formula that we want to understand today is equals. That is when you're comparing two different things. Let's say over here we have cost term, and over here also we have cost term. So now we want to check if both these are the same. Now you must be thinking that it's quite obvious, but when you have tens and thousands of data points, then it will not be so obvious, alright? So to check equals, we use a function called EQ, okay? And all we need to do is enter these two parameters within EQ and close the brackets. And there you have it. It is true. Now it's quite obvious over here that EQ is not case sensitive because here the K is small, here the K is in caps lock, but it did not check that. If you want a case sensitive equals checker, which is not so common, it's very rare to require that. You might want to use patterns or regex, etc. If you think there's a smarter way, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to like rectify it in the video also. Or if Google Sheets keeps on coming with new formulas, so we will update this video. But as of now, you can use it using patterns. And I'm not covering patterns in this particular video set, is because in my experience, as far as I've used, in 4 years, I needed regex just once, right? And that you can easily understand from the internet if you understand some basic formulas. However, let me know in the comments if you really want to also study regex. I'm more than happy to create a video on that. It's actually interesting, but it's sort of a very big topic on its own. All right, I think this video is stretching too long. I'll not extend this further. See you in the next set of videos.